All right, LOL 2025 season. It's your boy Frankie Nunez. I'm here with Peter Hard, former LOL All-Star. We've got the Mothman against the Masticans, a new franchise led by John Costin. Peter, what do you notice about these rosters?
Yeah, I mean, looks like even rosters. What I'm really excited to see, we've got a new coach in John Costin, so great to see what his take on a draft would be. Holmes, the good old coach, great lineup. What are you seeing this year so far with the teams?
The first thing we got to talk about is the outs. We've got Reed Lynch out for the game. We've got Hayden out for the game.
Yeah.
We've got Kyle Fichtner out for the game. So even though these guys were drafted, they're not going to play, and it's going to be tough for these teams to make up that difference, especially for the Masticans. Not that Hayden and Kyle were going to make huge impacts, Hayden being a rookie, but with this team not having that established quarterback, we're going to have to see how they figure out how to make up the difference with less bodies on the field.
Yeah, 100%. And as far as Team Holmes goes, we know he's won championship. He knows how to put together a team. What do you see that sticks out on Team Holmes this year that you like, don't like?
There's a lot of great players on this team. We've got the rookie in Brian Merrick. We've got John Macca. But all I care about is Frank Stamisa and JJ. These two have done it together before. They have a championship together. That combination is as dangerous as it gets.
That is a lethal combination. We've got two great teams. Let's take it to the game.
All right, we're going to flip for who gets
We've
ball
got the
first.
coin toss. Holmes is going to call it.
Zin logo.
He called the Zin logo.
Ball first.
He wins the toss?
It looks like they've won the toss. It looks like the Mothmen are going to start with this ball. We're going to see Frank Stamisa in this offense first. You're going to have John Macca outside. You're going to have JJ outside. And Frank looking JJ's way to start. And it's a completion, one-on-one coverage against Colin Tully.
Colin's got him lined up. And they go with John Costin on the line to start. That's dangerous. We know Frank has wheels. Let's see how this plays out through the day.
This defense has the horses. Mateo, Colin, Justin O'Shea, Jesus. They can cover. That's four guys that can cover.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Brian Merrick, the rookie. Looks like he's one-on-one with number 17, Mateo, the rookie-on-rookie action, and there's a first down.
That's a first down. Yeah, and I'm excited to see Mateo, what he brings to the table. Not a natural, didn't grow up playing the game, but is coming along. Great athlete.
Run formation there, and it's another play off the play action. They went with the fake run there. They hit the center in stride, and you're looking at second down here.
Yeah, Brian Merrick's just the kind of guy. We've seen him over the years. First year in this league, but I think we're going to see a lot of him today.
A lot of time for Frank. John Cousin not going after him. A lot of time, and here he comes.
Underneath.
He's past the cone.
There he goes.
And there goes Frank.
It was just a matter of time. Big gain.
Nice run there.
You got to be careful when you go in on the veteran. He still has some wheels.
Yeah, and we're looking at third down here. Listen, this is a best-case scenario for the Masticans. You've got him in third down here. You got 2 plays to get a stop.
Make him think about that throw. Kind of take John off the line.
Are not rushing him. And here comes John now. Oh, what a move. That's going to be a touchdown. He's got the front corner.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Frank rushing.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. We thought, they're going to have to figure out something going forward on the line here.
They had him in good position. Third down, 2 plays to try to get in the end zone. The coverage was great. Frank had to really think about that. But there it is, touchdown, 1-0. And we get to see this offense. And who's quarterback first? Looks like Colin Tully taking the first snap.
Oh,
Nope.
It goes direct.
It's Justin.
And it goes direct to Mateo. Looks like a small gain. All right,
Yeah.
looks like we're going to see some trickery out of this team.
Nice. We don't know who's going to take the lion's share of these snaps here between Colin. It looks again like Colin taking this one. We'll keep him
That's a
guessing.
rip this time. A little low.
A little low for Justin there, but good coverage from what looked to be Brian Merrick.
Now we have Justin behind the line. So 3 plays, 3 different looks.
Yeah, this is more traditional. Oh, wait a minute. We've got the motion for Jesus. No way they run that on 3rd and long. Yeah, it's a throw. It's a throw, and it looks short of first down, but they are in a go-for-it position.
All right. I like to see the aggressiveness. Maybe a little early against this team.
Let's go!
And that's going to be a haunting mistake there.
Yeah.
Haunting mistake. This early, you're down 1-0.
Just deep in your own territory. Yeah, you're going to look back on that one and really.
I agree with you. You got to be aggressive, but there's a time and a place for everything. Here comes this high-powered offense. It's JJ again. It's easy yardage.
Easy underneath completion.
And now you're looking at second down. They've only got to get about 10. Big, heavy run formation. Yeah. Ken Silver in at center. It's no run, but it is a John Macca touchdown.
Mateo just a little late. John Mack.
Gotta wonder if that action fake froze Mateo a little bit. It was a really good action fake. Here we are, 2-0. Justin behind center, calling Mateo into motion. And it's
quick to Colin.
JJ right there.
JJ sniffed that out, not letting that go underneath him.
They're going to have to manufacture. They're not throwing the ball downfield. They're trying to manufacture yardage with short plays, with runs, with speaking of throwing downfield, can't complete there. But it's good to make that throw. Make the defense understand that you will do it.
Yeah, you're willing to take the shot. Oh. Thought they might have had him offline. Center never snapped it.
It looked like he never. That was a decent throw too. He just couldn't catch up to it. And I think we're looking at 4th down all over.
Yeah, we're looking at a punt now. Today's first punt. They got Mateo back there.
And they do. That's a beautiful kick.
Great kick. All right.
Oh, it's still good. That's a great kick right there.
You're not going to do much better than that.
And let's see if this is the smarter move than them going for it before. If now at least they're going to have to earn full field. But let's see if they score again. Maybe you got to start thinking about if going for it was the right move.
Yeah. It looks like they made a switch up on line. That was Joe, brought him in. Small gain. But
Joe Labo, the veteran, though, able to contain that gain.
Absolutely.
Frank Smee's on the ground. And there's Matt King involved. Matt King played a huge role in the Drivers' Championship last year with Frank Smee at quarterback. We knew that they would have that chemistry.
Yeah. Also has a huge penis. Very nice guy.
Yes, he's got a pretty big penis. There's the first down to Merrick, who's had a huge impact here.
Big first down.
Big first down, big penis. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. Quick handoff, trickery.
They've got the weapons. When you got JJ going behind in motion one way, you got to put eyes on him.
You have to.
And you got John Macker going the other way. This is a tough offense.
There's JJ in that pre-snap motion. Frank scanning. He's got Merrick again. And it's no touchdown.
No, Colin playing double duty there. He's got 2 guys. Great tag, just short.
Another action fake. He's got a guy wide open. It's Matt King.
Yeah, it's not going to get much easier than that.
The action fake is killing this Masticans team. We're at halftime 3-0. Obviously, this team has not crossed midfield yet, have they? The Masticans.
No, they have not crossed. So we're looking at a 3-0, really quick first half. Definitely some adjustments need to be made.
How do they get that first down? Because once you get the first one, it could change your day. But without that first down, it's that monkey on your back. Who has to be the player to get them that first down?
I'm thinking it has to be the quarterback, which is where we've seen kind of a few different looks. It almost seems like they don't know what their plan is.
Sure.
We've seen Colin, we've seen Justin. They weren't going deep. Then a few weird deep shots downfield. Let's see if they can get something rolling in the second half.
Colin Tully's had the ball. Justin O'Shea's had the ball. Mateo's been targeted or handed off to on things. How have they not figured out a way to get somebody like Jesus involved, even a touch?
100%. He's a guy that, year after year, his name gets called. He's racks up, awards, touchdowns. They have to get him involved. They have to get these other guys.
On the other side for them, it's gone as good as it's going to go for the Mothmen. So how do they stop the Mothmen on defense? We keep talking about how do they get the first down. How do they stop this Mothmen team from getting another first down?
Yeah, this is a high-powered offense. It's a tall task. Maybe, you take a step back. You got to watch out for those underneath. Don't fall for those, play actions. Don't give them space.
I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't think they had an actual single handoff, maybe one to John Mack on the end around, but they keep biting on those plays. So we'll see if they actually start handing it off and making them earn it. Either way, a lot's got to change for this Masticans team going in the second half.
100%. Give me your one thing you're looking forward to in the second half, what you're looking for.
Listen, at the end of the day, I want to see if this defense wants to fight for this first-year coach, right? Like, will we get the stop? Will we get a score? Listen, it's going to be hard to score when you're down 3-0. Can you at least stop them to set yourself up to score? That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I like it. Let's take it away to the second half.
Let's make it happen. All right, second half action here. Down 3-0. We've got the Masticans taking the ball. Colin Tully in a more traditional formation here. Let's see what they've got.
I like this. They've got Jesus in the backfield. Get some eyes on him.
Justin on the post. One-on-one Merrick. He's got it. And Merrick will not catch him. That's how you start a second half.
Love to see it. Take a shot downfield. Spread the field.
It's only their second throw of 10 or more yards in the air.
Let's see. Colin finds his guy.
That is not a beautiful ball, but boy, is it a beautiful ball right on the hands. That's as good as it gets. Let's see more of that.
Quick as that. We've got a 3-1 game.
How do they stop this offense, though? They haven't yet. He's got Merrick underneath. There's a great tag, though, before the first down. Diving tag by the rookie.
This is I'm seeing a consistent, lack of effort either underneath. They keep finding these guys underneath. I don't know whether it's lack of effort. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
He gets rid of it.
Catches his own pass.
That is not. Was it tipped or is that illegal?
Well, they're going to back him up a couple yards regardless.
Yep. We got third down. Here's your chance for that stop. And they might have the stop. Will this team punt? It is short yardage. It looks like they've only got about 5 or 6 to go.
The big lead, they're going to take the risk.
He's got JJ.
Where do they mark him?
It's tight, but it looks like it is a first down. Body in front of it. Tie, we know in this league, goes to the offense.
Yeah, big play. First down.
Oh, it's a deep shot. Double play. He's got. Oh!
JJ on a double move. Colin there, just making it just difficult enough.
I think that fence was in JJ's head because that ball hit him in both his hands. But JJ is someone you know you can go right back to. That might be the first drop I've ever seen him have.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got second down. Ooh, let's get Coach Holmes involved.
Holmes, big hit by Cossin.
Absorbing the hit. Oh, we got a little extracurricular. Let's see that again.
Holmes, though, stoic in his approach. He's not going to let, he's won before. He's not going to let some rookie coach get in his head. No. Third down here for Frank. He's going end zone.
Let's it rip. Oh,
John Macca, you can see he's got control and both feet. He tapped maybe 4 feet there. That's John fucking Macca.
Unbelievable.
Right,
what a grab. A little bobble. That's not going to phase him. Brings it in for a touchdown. We've got a 4-1 game.
4-1. We know this game's over. But this is pride. We talk about this all the time in blowouts in this league. This is pride. We've got a timeout on the field, and I think it might be a defensive timeout.
4-1. You know you're a couple off from forcing overtime, but like you said, this is for pride.
This is for pride. We've seen it in this league before. How do you respond? You're going into next year. This is an audition of sorts to show, hey, it wasn't me on this team. You know, I did what I had to do. Not that you ever point fingers. You never do. But you want to show teams next year, hey, this loss isn't on me.
Yeah. We're not the first half. You know, let's come out and show them the second half.
Big motion, and it's a handoff. That tricked me, and that's the first touch for Jesus, I believe.
Yeah, Brian Merrick sniffed it out, though. That was a good fake, but he was all on top of it.
This one's a throw. That is Mateo. That's a beautiful play.
Big first down. Finding some
good hands there.
They immediately switch quarterback on the first down. We've got Colin back here looking deep. Let's see. Finds the guy underneath. Finds Justin.
O'Shea. This is the best looking continuity drive we've seen from this team so far.
Yeah.
Colin Tully looking again. Colin has the arm strength. Oh, tough there. Yeah. And you know what? Probably a pretty smart throwaway. Yeah. Put it in a place where only your guy can catch it, but that time even his guy couldn't catch it.
So he's got the motion. Oh, Justin takes the snap.
Justin looking for Mateo. That is a touchdown. Front right corner. Great throw, even better catch. And Mateo with the kick there.
The rookie's on the board. Great to see the rookie get involved.
2-4. We've got another timeout on the field, and this should be the last timeout for the Mothman. I think this is an offensive timeout.
Yeah. They
called one on defense. And listen, this team, they haven't not scored, so I'm sure they're trying to catch their breath. And this is a potential game-winning drive here. This game could be over after this.
Yeah, as the Masticans, you're certainly looking at this as your last shot.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
You got to stop them here.
And now with 2 points on the board, I think it's fair to say that that's a great play there. It looks maybe close to first down.
Just short, they'll mark them.
But you can clearly see with 2 points on the board in the second half, the offense is humming to a certain degree, and that's definitely a first down. If it wasn't, there it is, first down. The offense is humming to a certain degree. The defense has not looked good at any point today. And this is their chance, their last chance to show that defense. There's Merrick again. And
that looks like a touchdown. They're going to call it a
touchdown.
tag.
Calling him short.
I think I need to see another look at that. That looked good from up in the booth.
That was clear as day. No tag. And you don't even see Colin saying, I got him. But the referee has called it.
Oh, I understand why he's upset. I don't think he got one hand on him, let alone two.
And again, Colin Tully did, and a timeout here by the Masticans now, as Justin O'Shea, you can see him in the huddle catching his breath. This has been a long drive so far. Again, Colin Tully did not get up saying, hey, I got him, but the referee called it. So maybe they didn't have the angle. Either way, let's see what they've got here.
Yeah, you've got the game on the line
The
here.
touchdown. Ken Silver, the Silver Bullet, a former center of the year several times, one of the greatest centers of all time, and a great rapport with Frank, obviously. And there's your game-winning touchdown. Great route. He was wide open.
Yeah, one thing I like a lot about Team Mothman is the willingness to take what the defense is going to give them. They're willing to throw it 1 yard to Matt and let him make a play, which he look for the underneath guys.
I feel like we did a good job in the pregame and during the game of talking about the Masticans, what went wrong, what needed to get fixed. Let's talk about the Mothmen and how they can keep this momentum rolling into the next game, because it is not a perfect roster by any means, right? They defensively, you saw them let a team that had nothing going in the first half climb. If that game started in the second half, that's a tight game. Clearly, defensively, they have deficiencies. How can they get better on defense moving into this next game?
Yeah, one of the things I like to see them not take their foot off the gas pedal, like you said, in that second half, letting them claw back. It seemed like they didn't have to, but maybe they took some plays off. Offensively, I think they look great. Defensively, it's going to be tough. We have the other two teams. We don't know who they're playing yet in the championship. They're going to have to hope for a good matchup and find their guys.
Right. And no matter who they go up against, whether it be the Roadies or the Smokes, it's going to be about defense for them. It's going to be about defense. We know this offense can put up points in a hurry. This is the kind of offense that can even climb out of a hole if they get in one, but it's not the kind of defense that can climb out of a hole.
For sure. Now, looking at it from the outside point of view, is there a team that you think the Mothmen would prefer going up against in the championship game?
I don't think there is one. Obviously, when you talk about the matchups across the board, those two teams are very even. The only matchup that stands out for me when I think about it is Renzo or Gerasi. Who would you rather play? And I think the answer is obviously you'd rather play against Gerasi. Nothing against Gerasi, but he hasn't gotten it done. Renzo has.
Yeah, that's a lot less about Nick Gerasi than it is about how good this guy Lorenzo Labazetta has been in going back
100%,
years
because when you look at the weapons, obviously Evan's a weapon, but so is Ian Tully. Obviously,
for sure.
You can go across the board with those two teams, and we're going to see them stack up. We're going to figure out, who's got the better roster in a few seconds. But it's a big congratulations to Coach Holmes, to the Mothmen. They get it done. And for Cossin, this is what happens to rookie coaches in this league. Only one rookie coach has ever gotten it done, Colin Tully. You're not alone here.
Nope.
Guys have struggled in this league, so we look forward to seeing what he's got in year 2.
Yep, it's going to be about what you do next year. You've got the draft pick. And let's take it away to game 2 to see who the Mothmen will be taking on in the championship.
Do it.